So I think the thing I want to do in 4-color here is go down 2 Aragorns, and I want to go up some number of rings. The Uno ring. I'm gonna play a couple 1 rings. Mismatching Uno rings. Chat, how many 1 rings should I play? Who up mastering the bow? 4? Seems excessive. 4, 4, 4. Alright. 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 You're the boss, chat. 3. I like your modesty. 2, 4. What am I cutting? I'll go down to 1 Fury. Stick it in the sideboard. I do want to play the Halflings. I'm gonna trim the Endurance also. I like Nissa because she makes mana. Put these in the sideboard. For now. Cut the Endurance. Maybe it's tough. I kind of like everything else. Yeah, I'll just stick this in the sideboard for now. I need those. From Boseiju. And they'll trim the other Elesh Norn. I'll run it like this. 3 rings and a Fable. I don't really care for Fable in 4-color. I never really have. Alright, let me rename this 4-color ring. Another big mulligan from me. Elesh Norn's a Hellraiser. Alright, this hand's workable. Cavern of Souls. Human? Dryad? Amulet. My worst enemy. Expedition map. Grizzle. Coming over to get a gifted sub. Got you. Give me 1 second. Gotta go pay for this. Get a gifted sub. Gift to a specific viewer. Oh no, I lost your chat message. Drizzle Hell. Gift. Oh, I think we're gonna die. Boseiju? Well, I guess I can go Pending an Amulet. I got a T-West. Pending an Amulet, pick up a fetch land. It's probably fine. Got you. Notably, cannot pending this Dryad, because this does not make colored mana for Prismatic Ending. I like the deck. The Scam deck is pretty good. I'm not sure I like Call, but I did like Bowmaster quite a bit. Dryad's a Dryad. It's a Nymph Dryad. Another Wrenn and Six. Top deck Omnath? Like that. Is it Titan time? Probably Titan time, right? Got a rule change. You name Nymph every time. Hey, you can name Dryad. At least we're not dead here. It might have been dead had it not been for the 1 ring. I'd probably still give the primetime haste and go get Valakut. I don't think there's another Dryad it's relevant for. Yeah, this is where I need the Giant Killer also. Dryad Arbor. Cast that off your Cavern of Souls. Just get another Boseiju. I don't know, why'd you get another Boseiju? Did you say no? Then they attacked my Wrenn and Six? What? Oh, because they don't have enough lands? I guess they don't have enough lands anymore. Any cards? Binding. Binding. Yeah, I don't know why they grabbed a second Boseiju. I like you can Boseiju this ring anyways. It's got indestructible. First line of text. Suppose doing this means they could pick up Boseiju. I don't know. They could pick up Boseiju and like Boseiju this. Maybe I wasn't supposed to do this. Maybe I was supposed to hit something else. I regret this. I was just supposed to hit the Dryad. Yeah, I think I was supposed to hit the Dryad. This was probably a mistake. Killed Wrenn this time. Yeah, I messed up. I should have hit the Dryad. Guess I get to gain some life. Cool. Maybe even the Amulet Titan. The Amulet, rather, not the Titan. I get Valakut, or I can get a haste thing. Haste it, then Valakut. Takes were made. I think I knew that they had the bounce line in hand too. I should have just not casted that. Yep, we're dead. We are dead. Too many lands on our side. I have a second Boseiju. Forces, Giant Killer. I do not want. Don't want this Fury. Elesh very good against them. I think Teferi could be a little bit anemic. This is probably good enough. Yeah, I don't think it mattered either. I did need a binding something. I guess I could have hit Amulet. Maybe I don't die. I think Sylex is too slow. I think I'm just going to cut 2 Nissas and a Teferi. I do want to keep the rings in because I just want to try them. Not a very fast hand. Let's deal with an Amulet though. Maybe I keep this? Yeah, I should have binding on their turn at least. So binding on their turn at the beginning of combat. No, it still doesn't matter either way. Well, I guess they had the foresight to bounce back Boseiju, then I would have been fine. Or sorry, if they didn't have the foresight to bounce back Boseiju, that would have been fine. Debs. Hey, love all your 4-color decks. Do you think that Spell Pierce deserves a spot still in the One Ring? Probably. Not sure. This probably isn't the optimal build. Thank you so much for the 5. Appreciate it. We're gonna keep testing it. We're probably gonna play this in the challenge tomorrow. Or to FNM with Nazgul. Win Scam. I just couldn't imagine playing 9 3-drops in my deck. I'm feeling good about it. I could see playing 9 3-drops. I think the One Ring's a good card. I do white black scam. Interesting. Still not sure I feel good about playing 9 3-drops. I thought Nissa because Halfling gets you the mana and One Ring gets you the cards. That's reasonable. I can see that. Nissa also helps you like accelerate to 4 a little bit faster though. I think you meant to put the Doobs, but you put the Debs on the dono. Either way, thank you to Doobs. Dismember. Play 3 rings. I would love to draw a ring here. Ring would be amazing here. I also think the ring's just like really slow though. Mission accomplished. Okay, we're flooding a little bit. Yeah, Monkey Paw Curls. You get the One Ring, but you only get lands after this. Can I beat this? I'm not sure I can beat that. That might be a problem. Oh my god, the Monkey Paw. Yeah, just ping it with Wrenn and Six 5 times. I'm gonna wait a turn before playing this other ring. Do want to hold up Solitude this turn in case they go like Titan. Block it with the 4/7 forever. Not a bad idea. Failure. True. It's a lot of things and stuff. Doesn't really do a lot though. I think I do need to play a replacement ring here. I don't really want to play Wrenn and Six, it just dies. I think I want to Boseiju one of these. Is it Prismatic for 5 green? I wish. Fails to find. I do love to see the fails to find there. Omnath? Omnath? Holy moly. I'll pick up Boseiju. Rip Mine is online. I think I will utilize to the fullest capabilities. But we need to find something a little bit better here. Rip Mine's cool and all, but I need an Omnath. Can't jump the Throne here. Gain 3 life, which is going to negate the 2 damage I'm taking. Omnath? Another ring. Cycling rings like nobody's business. Nah, this is my last league for the day. Maybe I just spend these pendings just to spend them. So I don't have to discard. Just discard like probably Wrenn and Six here. Yeah, spendings. Gonna lose this Wrenn and Six. Sage you that immediately. They're playing Amulet Titan. Yay! It took us so long. But we finally got there. Ooh. Guess we'll get the island. It'll probably drop soon. I don't know. I have no idea. I think this set's in pretty high demand as is. And then we can Wrenn. Pick up Boseiju. Pass the turn. I want to mix another forest. I'm going to flash in Solitude here. Yeah, I don't have another forest, so this is their forest now. Giant Killer. I wish you did anything. I guess I'm gonna draw and play the other one ring. Teferi's cool. I don't know what I guess I can pick up this ring. Also fetch and deal damage to them. Slowly, but surely. Ooh, 1 ring triggers. Double the ring. I'm like about to deck out here. I'm gonna send everything in. Alright. Pass the turn. Discard, discard. Discard, discard. I think we're in a good spot. Something tells me we're in a good spot. Damn. I think we just run it back. I don't know how I beat Thrun. Other than just like doing what I did. Isn't this Norvar match? I'm gonna keep this hand. I'm gonna hope that they go turn 1 Urza Saga Amulet. It's happening. No amulet? What's the point, opponent? What are you good for? I think I just hold. I think I just hold this. I might have to play Boseiju here if I don't have a land drop. No. It does not stop damage from shocks. I'll find another Omnath later. I think keeping the other FOBs important. There's the other Omnath. Oh, this is Crash Bandicoot. I was like, what are we listening to? Force of Vigor is very good. I'm gonna hold on this Boseiju also. I have Thrun in hand. They're like, I'm gonna get him with this Thrun. I also have Dismember for Omnath. Okay, they only have 3 forests. Oh, please copy it again. Please go land copy my amulet. Nothing I want more than that. Bouncing back their forest. Absolutely love to see this. And the Wrenn. Alright. Need to get a green land. Surely they scoop now, right? Opponent's got fight in them. Amulet deserves this. Maybe after we Boseiju them twice. Maybe that's the final, like, straw for them, where they're like, I'm out of here. Gotta do such a sick play here, too. We have to go fetch my Triome. Bounce back Omnath. Recast Omnath. Draw a card. Alright. Go. So sick. Drawing 2 cards. Come on. Come on. Doesn't get more sick than that. Yeah, I tried out Skuriok already. That deck doesn't work online. Unfortunately. It's a cool deck, just doesn't work online. Maybe they're trying to clock me. Yep, clock. I'm still in the testing phase for sure. The set's only been out for 3 days. 2 days? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3 days. Alright. They didn't have that much fight in them. How do we beat the Thrun, though? It's sad. It's a sad deck to play online. I already played a Cat Samwise deck, and that was okay. The deck was decent. We ended up 3-2. Amulet Titan, but again, round 2. Fight. Not your favorite streamer. Oof, emotional damage. But the best music is always yours. I'll take it. Explorer. So far, so good for the One Ring. 1-0. Pretty much just won against that last Titan opponent because of it. Perfect record. Time to retire. I've peaked. It's only downhill from here. Binding. Well, I get to either Omnath or One Ring here. I probably just One Ring and start drawing cards. That's better, right? I'm gonna need double white here. Blue, green, white, red. Let's just get the Hallowed Fountain. I'll shock it in case we draw something good. Brute Fury. Alright, we're in a little bit of trouble here. Act. Yeah, I was thinking about something else. But yeah, I should have tapped Island, Hallowed Fountain, then cast it. Yeah, that would have been better. Nah, I'm not offended yet. It takes more than that to offend me. I've been streaming for a year and a half. Not easily offended. You can't attack me. Bring it on, opponent. Alright, maybe that's a problem. Maybe I shouldn't have told him to bring it on. That might be, rather troublesome to beat, huh? Bring it off, I take it back! I'm sorry! We're not dead, because we have protection from everything, so we at least get to untap. But they do get to tutor up a Boseiju, and Boseiju my Leyline Binding, and then make another Titan. They're probably going to make it a board state so large that I can't recover. Ah! Sullivan, think of the Prime will come back for the 3 months. Woo! Imagine wrestling for play draw instead of rolling die. Like arm wrestling? Thumb wrestling? What kind of wrestling are we talking about? Or just straight like suplex wrestling? WWE style. Mental wrestling? Greco-Roman style? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Staring contest is easy. You just blow wind in your opponent's face. Simple. Just cheat. I don't think we're winning this. Wrestling with your tongues? Oh god. Maybe not that one. Raph Levy has a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so he'd probably go first a lot. Yeah, I'd imagine. I think we need an ambulance is what we need. And a land. Start off with land. Should have been more specific. Fetch land. I can't beat that. Alright. On to the next game. Why is there so much amulet? Can't board like that, right? Yeah, it's kind of an ambulance. Not really, but I know. Could be. I think they're playing the One Ring too. But we're giving you your second land trigger. With your land drop with Omnath to cast the ring, give you another turn. So what they would have done is they get a Titan back. So with that Titan, they get 2 land drops, which are 2 Valakut triggers. So they just kill my Omnath. Unfortunately, wouldn't have done anything. Can I keep this? I think we can do better. Alright. Not happy about it. We're on the Arby's education train with Spike. Hold up, how do I get on the Arby's education train? Sounds like a good time. It's probably about as good of a 5 that we're gonna get. I see that Rakdos game legacy list I 4-1 with first draft, but we're close. I did not. I did not. Just post it on Twitter, because I can just peep it on Twitter later. I'll peep it on Twitter later. Oh no, you're supposed to play amulets. What the hell? My game plan doesn't work if you don't play amulets. Updeck Wrenn and Six? Wrenn and Six at home? AKA 1-2 that makes mana? I think we're deceased here. We're playing it out though. Sorry, I had to send a quick text message. Probably like an FOV, the Saga, probably not worth it, but I do need to prevent them from casting Titan. I guess it's fine if they cast a Titan, and I could just Solitude it. Untap FOV. That's our plan. Just stay away from me. Hold up, queuing me real quick. I'm just doing nothing over there. I don't need you to do things. I can't do things if you don't do things. Might be. I think I'm just forcing these two. Do nothing is pretty good here for them. They're gonna turn their, what is this? Oh, here. I guess I fetch a basic here. I kind of need double red, but I took out my Furies, so I'm not sure I need anything. Let's fetch basic island. One ring up, being able to hold up Leyline Binding. Avaros. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Hope it was a fantastic. Bosses. How many lands do you think they have in hand? This is not good. Just 2? Alright. Could be worse. Now they get to bounce T-West. Draw 2. I would draw a chop down. I guess I pass. Hold up chop down, hold up something else. All of double binding, or I guess only single binding, so I don't have enough white mana. Amulet. How many times are gonna copy it? Transmute. Summoner's Pact. Act. Sure. Alright, we're gonna binding the amulet with this on the stack. Yeah, I feel like taking out Grazer is probably a good call, right? Let's see what they get. But I am gonna chop this down also. Is a Colossus a giant? Mm-hmm. It's a plant. It's kind of like a beanstalk, right? Finally an Omnath. Red, blue, green. Wrong color. Omnath, draw a card. Make a bunch of mana. Sacred Foundry, shock. Let's put another ring here. I could Solitude this prime time. But if I Solitude the prime time, I'm kind of taking my shields down. I can just play another ring here. Another ring past the turn. Maybe evoke Solitude here. Something comical about 4/1 rings. Dryad. I'll let Dryad resolve. I'm gonna Binding Dryad. Let this happen. Another Dryad. I'm gonna Boseiju the Valakut. I'm gonna Grindy Game. Beginning of combat, I'm gonna draw a card here. I'm gonna Solitude. Prime time. I'm gonna Whack Game. Yeah, it's to kill giants. Come on, Torborg. Get with it. It's right in the name. My Omnath. Take two. Two Omnaths? For me? I tap less red, or less white. No. That's fine. Fetch land for me? I think I just want a pending, maybe. Set a Solitude. Could also play another ring, but I don't think I need to play another ring quite yet. Alright, we're somehow stabilizing. I didn't need the shock. So this backup Solitude if I need it. That looks like I'm gonna need this backup Solitude after all. I thank God Mycosynth Garden says you control. So I can make a board full of Titans here. I'm just gonna yield in the beginning of combat. I don't really care what they do until then. Oh, maybe I do, because I could play like an Altered Ego. I imagine I just get another Titan. Then I start hasting. Maybe I needed the third ring after all. Clones don't target, so killing the clone in response doesn't do it. No, I'm saying I'm gonna kill a Titan with the clone on the stack, right? And they can't copy Titan anymore. Anyways, I started hasting. Solitude, murder one of these. We're gonna hope not to die. Try not to die a lot. You put a clone on the stack, it already has a target. No, it doesn't. No, it does not. Yeah, it was Alter Ego. The double block here. I'm just dead in my upkeep, right? No, I'm not dead in my upkeep. Oh, it's down to 8 minutes. Yes, it's the turn. Big doom. Drop pending. It's very possible that you're playing Clone Tribal incorrectly for a decade. Drawing all lands is kind of rough here. I'm gonna go to 1. Yeah, as soon as it resolves, then you can't, like, do anything. But if it's on the stack, you're 100% able to kill the thing that wants to target. Yeah, draw 0 because it has no burden counters on it, as far as I know. If you kill it in response to the activation. So if you go, like, activate, and then you kill it, you draw 0. But I might use last known information if it already has a counter on it. Yeah, still game 2. Yeah, just clone something else. Yeah, it'd be 1 less than it normally draws. Well, yeah, it'd be 1 less than it normally draws. The last known information sounds right to me. Also says it right here, that's game 2. A wild game. I'm gonna end up going to 1 here. Enough stuff. I think we're dead. I do have Boseiju. Not dead this turn, but we're retroactively dead. So I can't activate this ring anymore. So I top deck a Teferi. I also have a Boseiju in hand. So I can use to get back Dryad. Yeah, I can ending it next turn. This is true. I was gonna get more lands, all the lands. They have all the land in the land. It's like a game of EDH right now. It's just a game of CEDH. I remember when you played EDH with me. One time was enough. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Steven. You were the fastest player at the table. And you don't even play MTGO. Titan is banned in EDH. You're right. It's been like 5 seconds. I've already been made fun of. What did you expect? Maybe I can draw it to Teferi. Teferi keeps me alive as well. Save me ring. Solitude. Do I have the mana to do everything I want to do? Most definitely not. So I have to pending my ring. I guess I could Solitude eat Halfling. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boseiju. No, I can't win, right? Being at 1, I can't win. If I were at a higher life total, I maybe had a chance, but nah. I don't see a way out of this. We're locked. Mostly because of the Boseiju in their opening hand. Or their starting, not opening hand, but in their hand. Stuck at work. Got no time to do more work. We're just working on some YouTube stuff. Ron? Is this the big mana gauntlet? What is this? Why? What did I do to deserve this? It's all big mana? Always has been. You know what you did? Tef bounce the map or binding the map? It's probably Tef bounce the map for now. I'll save the binding for something else. On the bright side, they don't have Tron yet. Downside, they're really close. Karn, Ring. Mana Symbol, thanks for the raid. How was your stream? The ruling ring. It's all ring. Always has been. Mostly terrible with some redemption. I've played against nothing but big mana decks playing 4-color, so I feel you on the terrible. It's not been going ideally. Ah, they drew Tron. Ah, they drew card. Ah, they killed me. And I didn't fetch double red. This guy wins too much. Definitely not winning too much right now. I would say I'm winning an adequate amount, if not a below adequate amount. Well, you blast the card. Nah, this is not a good Spyro song. Sorry, Spyro. More ring. Wormcoil. Boseiju. Well, that might have been the best draw I could have asked for. Eat your Wormcoil. Bounce back my Solitude. Boseiju your Tron. Maybe I should have bounced Binding. That probably would have been smarter, huh? I think you're right. I think I should have bounced Binding instead. Bounced Solitude. I bounced Binding that I could have taken care of Ring. So I'm probably just going to lose the Ring. Yeah, I should have bounced the Ring. Or bounced the Binding on the Ring. That's good enough for me. What's the Ring new? You tap it and you draw a card for each counter on it. And every time you tap it, you put more counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose life equal to the number of counters on it. Also gives you protection from everything for a turn. It's got a lot of text on it. Alright, let's bring in the extra Boseiju. I want FOV. I guess FOV is probably good enough. It's a very good card. And it's also a lottery ticket. That too. It's spawning 3/2s. It's probably spawning 3/2s because it's losing to other, like, one ring decks. Obviously, there isn't, like, an optimal shell for it yet either. People are just trying stuff. But I imagine eventually it'll be a mainstay in Modern. Hard to say for sure. Moto's starting to lag. We have assembled Splinter to an opponent. That's true, the mana probably does cause memory leaks. Opponent has gotten a tower. I'm not gonna bind this yet because they can draw a card in response. I think I'd rather just wait. Oh. Pick the Boseiju back up. Pass the turn. Oh no, I clicked through it! Alright, well I'm gonna bind it now. I'm so sad. I did not mean to click through it. I just didn't think the opponent would do it then. Thought they would do it at end step. Binding of shame. Luckily, Boseiju carried me. It's like our best way of beating the big mana decks. Just have Wrenn Boseiju naturally rolled up. Yeah, there's overlap between Karn and One Ring decks for sure. Yeah, I'm still binding it because they just have to untap and draw too if I don't. So, still right. This ain't good enough. They kept 7. Turn 2 Nissa, turn 3 Omnath. I want to try this hand. I don't think it's going to be good enough, but I want to try it. Oh, they take 1 damage, but they still draw 1 because of last known information also. So I don't think them taking 1 damage was worth it for the 1 card. ECS Rockets. Yeah, I'll see if they're on when I'm done. It's definitely close. It is a scary hand against Tron. Looks like we're going to get punished. I'm going to play out this league to its entirety. Until like X3 anyways. So we're only 1-1 right now. And they have Natural Tron. Excellent. Karn. Okay. Minus. Coding. Coding's not good here. It's probably not going to be coding. They had like the Tron hand. That's rough. Looks like I'm going to have to put Tron on all my sideboard guides coming up, huh? I always left off Tron because it's not super popular. But looks like it's going to be raising in popularity with the ring. Deck is still sore. Feels bad, man. Thundering Titan. And Burn's already on there. Oh, undo. Green, blue, red, Omnath. I think I'm not going to crack this fetch, though. I'm just going to attack Karn. They're about to blow up my lands. 1 million Dusty Tron decks. My lands. Well, I still have mana to do things. But I need like a Boseiju off the top. It's not helping. Solitude. I could bounce my land back to hand. Kill it, lose my island. Be fine with it. Another tower under Ulamog, I'm just dead. But if they don't? I suppose I could have bounced my Solitude back to hand also. Solitude this Ulamog. I think this Ulamog is just gonna kill me. Yeah, I should have bounced the Solitude back to my hand. That would have been the smart thing to do. Good enough for me. Tron was never a great matchup. We did take a game off of him. Appreciate it. Turn 1 Ragster. Praying for my downfall? Sounds about right. Such a Bob thing to do. Alright, I'm gonna play around Blood Moon here. I'm gonna fetch Basic Forest. Almost makes me not want to fetch out Basic Forest because I think they would have slammed Blood Moon if they had it. I should probably still fetch Basic Forest. Ping this Ragavan. Yeah, it's too greedy not to. Can I interest you in a bad combo deck? Sign me up. Drop the link. I had like 2 deck techs yesterday that I absolutely dropped the ball on. Now you're scamming me, opponent? I played this. I play a similar version. I didn't play Altar of Dementia. But yeah, I played something similar to that. The Cauldron Familiar, Samwise. But instead of playing Altar, I played Viscera Seer. I would recommend Viscera Seer over Altar because you can just still sack and drain them to death. 4-1. It's your curse. You're not allowed to go 5-0. Was there not another red-green land that you could have gotten that you didn't need to shock? Well, I wanted to fetch... I guess I could have fetched a tap red source and then fetched a basic, technically. Yeah, could have done that. But I want to kind of conserve fetch lands in hand. Save me 1 ring. Usually it's pretty important to conserve fetches. Why gonna grief me in my draw step? Griefing me in my upkeep. You're losing the Torbrand? Nice. Sick. Not for you, of course, but... Did Jeremy put you up to this? I know Jeremy put you up to this. Tell him I hate him and he's ugly. So I gotta pay 2 and then Wrenn and 6. I have to take this Fable? Fury? Fable. Gotta be Fable. I don't know if I can survive this. I gotta chump with Omnath. Or trade here. This goes away. Alright. You got me, opponent. You got me. I guess I'd die in my upkeep anyways to the ring. I board out the Halfling here. I feel like the Halfling is just like really bad in a Fury. Seal of Fire. Clothies and Torbrand. I think I board out the Mana Dork. Gotta ship it. I'll put the Fury back. Might be incorrect, but the Fury back. Maybe I'm supposed to put the Pending back instead. I think on the mulligan, I probably need to conserve as many cards as possible. It's how it feels. It's how it feels to not even have a chance. Oh, it's the Dream Curve. It's the Dream Curve. And they're gonna take my last Pending. They have another Undying effect? I've never seen a curve this good! That's absurd. Well, guess I'll die. You won't believe what happened to this scammer. I fucking believe it. I'm witnessing it right now. First hand brutalization. This ring needs to, like, draw me a Supreme Verdict that I don't have in the deck. Or could keep drawing me more rings, I suppose. Alright, so Omnath Fetch land. Why is it gotta be mismatching? Because I can't afford these. I'm borrowing these. You know how expensive these are on Moto? Like 70 tickets. This one I bought. This one I borrowed. None of you are Omnath? We have to play ring number 2. But I'm trying to think of what else we can do. Probably not much else. I'm gonna hold the Fury for a turn. Yeah, next turn I can draw a card, and then if it's Omnath fetch land, then we have a chance. Omnath? Why have you forsaken me? Unlucky. I don't play out the last match just to spite Bob. I don't think I've ever seen Spike post a 5-0 and be like, this deck was terrible. Until today. It was a 2.5 hour league. Sounds about right. Wizards printing new exciting cards that don't go into creativity. Taste it, Torborg. I used to... Other decks stay winning for once. Want to make slight misplay. Spike draws 3 Flame of Venors in a row. Seems like you gotta run pretty hot for it to work then. Alright, so our league has been... Oh, I thought it was scammed twice. It's creativity. Look what you brought upon me, Torborg. You show up and suddenly creativity. I haven't played against creativity like all day. Except for, I guess, the first league I played against creativity. You brought like a plague of the swarm of scarabs, but worse. It's a swarm of creativity players. I can't even... I don't have a fetch. Awkward. Yeah, I don't think Nissa belongs in this ring shell. If we're gonna play the ring, I think you either play the ring or Nissa, but probably not both. Straight Rakdos creativity. That would actually be cool, so that can't be right. Okay, they're playing dwarves. Just straight up dwarf tribal. The sad, lonely, no fetch land Wrenn. I remember that is a list because DT tried to convince me it was good, and I was like, stop it. It's not good. And he was like, you're right. It's not. So yeah, I remember that is a list. Because every time I like tried to show me that it was good, and then every time I was just like, what if you had like Wrenn and Six here or Teferi? I was just taking up the ultimate, but pinging it might have been a viable option too. Gotta get this Fury out of here. Fury's not good against creativity. Oh, so I want a board. Probably trim a pending or two. The Taking Turns Dragon, Velomachus. I played my fair share of Velomachus way back when. Ring any good? That's been okay. I don't know. Every time I like play the ring, it feels like it should be really impressive, and then I just draw a bunch of lands with it, and I'm just like, oh. Aw, it wasn't very impressive. I definitely played a lot of Velomachus turns. That was a blast. I kind of want to keep this hand, even though it's really bad. I just hope my opponent goes for it. Don't do what I'm about to do, chat. I'm just doing this because I'm 1-3. No coward stream. Yeah, Elesh Norn's good against creativity until they cast creativity X equaling 2, or they target Elesh Norn, and you're like, oh. Aww. I think it's definitely still worth bringing in Elesh Norn. Shuts off a lot of their stuff. I certainly hope they have a dwarf before turn 5. I don't want to hold on to this fetch. I am binding 2 things. I'm just binding Goblin Shaman for 3 mana. Make them feel comfortable. You'll be alright, opponent. Just, go for the creativity X1. I swear I'll let it resolve. I swear. I won't do anything. So they're playing Jund creativity, which means I probably need endurance. This goes to a game 3. I'm actually just gonna binding this Goblin Shaman again. I actually think it's more threatening than the Flip Fable. I believe it doubles my trigger. Well, I mean, if I have Elesh out, then or their Archon won't trigger, so I don't know how I ever make a copy. If I have a copy out and I play Elesh Norn, then it doesn't do anything either. Ban Oblivion Rings deck. I'm just trying to bait them into going for it, and they just don't want to. Go for it, opponent. It will trigger when it attacks, but it doesn't trigger twice because Elesh Norn only triggers ETBs. I'm playing Norn. Nah, it's fine. We'll be fine. We're not going to be fine. We're pretty far behind at this point. Especially if they have creativity and they copy an Archon and attack me. It gave me the One Ring. Amazing. Copy and attack, right? What? Hello? I don't know about this play, but it's probably going to work out for them. Honestly, maybe I just Solitude now. What if they just untap? I might just untap. If they untap, I'm dead. So if I just Solitude this Archon, they make a copy, I Orvar before end step. I think I'm going to do that. Attack this Halfling. Discard Orvar. Why did they sack the dwarf instead of the token? I should have just sacked the token. This token's not sticking around. I am dead to another creativity. I need to turn off auto yields also, because I have Solitude now. That's to go creativity X1. I should probably go X2. Actually need to take out this Fable. Yeah, this game though. I think they have me here. Going to believe I can win. I can draw some cards off the One Ring. That's cool, I guess. Hasty Archon's more threatening than the non-hasty ones. Yeah, the haste. That's why I had to get rid of the Fable that they didn't target. Otherwise, I just die. Another One Ring. Actually, surprisingly keeps me alive. Yeah, they could have copied Fable with Fable, I suppose. But luckily for me, they didn't. Trade on Fable, copy Fable, and then Fable, copy Archon. I mean, they still have 7 cards in hand. We're not going to win from here. Also have a Wrenn and 6 on 7. And protection from everything means that the triggers don't... Because the triggers target. Alrighty, we're dead. I think we're going to need some endurances in this matchup. Take out the other Nissa. I want to keep the Teferis around. Oh yeah, Sylex. Duh. I like totally blanked on Sylex. Sylex is like for this matchup. Get Teferi. Yeah, I could probably keep a halfling in. Trim 8 Teferi. I think Teferi's still decent. The bounce is like Fable token, right? Can't be that bad. Probably a trim, yeah. I don't think it's a complete cut. I don't think Giant Killer's better than something. I feel like most of the time, if they get an Archon in the play, I'm probably dead. If I don't have like the ring. Yeah. I feel like it's probably too late. Same time tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern. I'll be on for a few leagues and then the challenge. Tomorrow. That's good, crew bros. Have a good night. Thanks for sticking around. Goodbye, Wrenn. Definitely take Wrenn here, right? Wrenn's like the best card. You gots to. It's the only thing keeping this hand together. It's the glue. That's the turn. I'm gonna binding this. 3-drop. Another Solitude. Well, so far I have not been very impressed with the One Ring in this list. I feel like it's clutch, but then it just ends up doing nothing. Killed one Archon on board and then you tap the other one. That's kind of sick. Surprised that your opponent never found like a Lightning Bolt or removal spell for it though. Well, like I keep saying that, oh, the One Ring's good, but the shell's bad. But I've tried it in a couple shells now, and I see like Spike trying in a bunch of shells, and I'm like, maybe it's just the One Ring. Maybe it's just the ring itself that's not amazing. Just some food for thought. It doesn't really pull you ahead. It feels like it just like it wins board stalls where we're at parity, but a lot of cards can do that, right? It doesn't really pull you back into the game very often. Unless you're playing it in like a combo shell. Holy crap, I can't cast Omnath? Alright. We're passing. Like Omnath, for example, is a card that pulls you back into the game because it gains you a bunch of life and it draws you a card and it creates a body. So you get like a blocker, you gain life, you get card advantage. Omnath is a card that like pulls you back into the game. Whereas the One Ring just doesn't really do that. It just buys you another turn. I think it's good in the A key deck because you're actually like comboing off with the A key deck. That's not used as like a card advantage engine or a extra turn spell, whatever. Persist. I have to keep one card here. I guess I'm keeping Elesh Norn. I guess I could try to draw a land. Think we go to the Emery. Yeah, probably. Casting it from the graveyard. Over and over. You get the passive when you cast it from the graveyard too, right? The triggered ability. I've definitely already lost a couple times after resolving the ring. More than a couple times. It's a tough sell for me right now. Not positive it belongs in fair decks. This card's really what pushed creativity to the tippy top. Yeah, that's good enough for me. So we went 1 and 4. Pretty abysmal league. I think we learned a lot though. If you do want to play the One Ring in 4-color, you shouldn't be playing Nissa. Definitely have to cut the Nissas at that point. Play something else. Just didn't feel like the One Ring did that much though. And Halfling's like kind of hit or miss also. So I feel like with Halfling and the One Ring, it was nice to be able to like Halfling accelerate out the One Ring. But then when it actually came time to draw cards with the One Ring, I feel like I was just drawing a bunch of lands and mana dorks that didn't effectively do anything. I was drawing like a lot of these, which didn't do that much. So should you play One Ring? Probably not in 4-color. I think it belongs in a big mana combo deck where you actually just draw like game-ending threats, and I don't think I'd play it in like blue-white control or some sort of fair deck. Doesn't seem worth it to me. That's my initial impression. Obviously, I gotta test it more. What about One Ring and Nissa? I think you play one or the other. It seems kind of awkward together. But I don't know, I'm just not convinced that this card's good in a fair deck. I feel like you just want to be playing something Tron-like. I don't think it's very good in blue-white, but I don't know. This isn't blue-white, this is 4-color. I'd imagine I have a similar experience playing it in blue-white, especially since you have to tap out for it. You don't really get to keep mana up, so I don't think I'd play it in blue-white at all. I think this is way better in 4-color. I don't think One Ring's very good in 4-color.
Have you peeked? Bing bong, bing bong, bing bing bong. Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.